We're here today with Woody Glover from the Louisiana chapter for another section in Reminiscing with History Makers. Nice to see you today, Woody.
Thank you. Great to be here.
Tell me, when did you join Apco?
In 1986, when I first started working in 911.
Was that in the Louisiana chapter?
No, that was in the Texas chapter then.
Texas.
I spent, I don't know, 15 years or so in the Texas chapter. Left there and actually worked for Apco for 3 years. I was director of 911 programs and comm center operations, and then left there and went to Louisiana. Been there 10 years now.
Okay, so what agency were you with
In Texas.
when you first started?
Okay, in Texas, where I first started, I was with the Smith County Communications District, a 911 district in Tyler, Texas area. And then now I'm with the St. Tammany Parish Communications District in Covington, Louisiana, down near New Orleans.
What position did you hold? What did you do there?
I've been the director of both of them. I started the one in Texas. We started literally from ground zero and built it on up, and then I took over the one in Louisiana after I left Apco.
Describe for me, please, what drew you to joining Apco?
Okay. Well, when I first started working in the 911 district, I had no experience in public safety or 911 operations. But as I read through the qualifications for the job, it really was a lot of business background, managing the business of the district, which was my background. I came from the business side. But I had that part, but didn't have the technical side. So I set about having to learn that. And I joined NINA, and then I also joined Apco shortly thereafter. And back at that time, Apco actually had more printed material on 911 available than NINA had. But that got me started in there. And I would attend meetings, sessions for several years. And I got pretty well versed on 911, what was going on. But my job would have me in the dispatch centers working with the comm center personnel, and they were talking about things like trunk radio system. I'm like, I wonder what that is. So my friends and contacts at Apco did that all day. So I really got to know those guys to help round out my education on what the people I was working with really did for the other part of the job when it wasn't 911. They really filled things in for me.
What was your involvement at your local chapter, and then once you started becoming more involved in the national?
In Texas, I wasn't involved a lot in the local chapter. I was really considered a 911 person, not an Apco person. And so my involvement at that time was really in the NINA chapter. But at the same time, I got very involved with Apco and the 911 committee. I was a member of that committee for several years, and then I chaired it for perhaps 3 or 4 years. And I was amazed that Apco really had nothing at the corporate level to offer our membership regarding 911. And in 2000, we had an opportunity to start up that program with Apco. So I left my job and moved to it.
Has your membership had a direct effect on your career?
Certainly it has. As I said, it became my career. When I left Texas, I went to work for Apco. Worked for 3 years. We started the 911 program within Apco. We created that position. Then we created the Public Safety Foundation of America, the PSFA. I did the startup on both of those. Ran that, the PSA, for another year before returning back to the PSAPs.
So you were there when they started the 911 part of Apco?
And at the yes.
Wow.
Now, Apco had involvement through the years at the chapter level, but there were no staff positions for it. I would get calls at my office in Tyler, Texas, from people that had called National Apco headquarters asking about Apco's comment on some 911 issue, and then they would give them my phone number, and people like, I'm not sure why I'm calling somebody in rural East Texas to ask about Apco's position, but they told me to call you. So that evolved, and then eventually they began to realize that needed something at the corporate level, the headquarters level, to really start addressing these issues, and so that started the program.
Wow. What do you like most about Apco?
I love the membership. Everybody has a can-do attitude and a will-help attitude. They've just been tremendous through the years and continues to be that way. I enjoy coming to these conferences, like with all the educational sessions, but more importantly, has been the networking. I kind of make friends here, get phone numbers and names. When I have issues, I call them, they help me out every time.
What do you think Apco does better than anyone else?
I think the networking is probably the best part. I really think we handle it well.
What does Apco need to do to move forward?
Get more involved in 911.
The 911
I am
side.
prejudiced, yes. But my goals, my frustrations, whatever you want to call it, through the years was that Apco and Nina did not work closely together on many 911 issues, and particularly in the earlier years. And when I came on staff, my goal was to try and get the two organizations to work closer together. It was my personal goal, but it was also the feedback I was getting from all of the membership. And once I got on staff, I got even more of that feedback, wanting the organizations to work together. And so I commenced to work on that and trying to get it. We had a lot of issues at the executive level of both organizations, resisting at times. But both organizations also learned when there's an issue in Washington, D.C., and you go in with a position that's not united, both of you lose.
Right.
I saw that so many times. So we made progress of getting people to work together. We blew the light.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
I just have one more question. We'll wait for him to fix the light and then keep going.
See what happened.
Yeah.
Is it a battery thing?
I hope it is.
You're doing
You're
good.
doing great, Woody.
Right, yeah, right,
Yeah.
those questions. We're gonna call you for calling 911.
Well, we have to discuss it.
You're there from the beginning.
You're like fighting like a bad child, but it's been a good career. A second career. First half of my life was J.C. Penney Company.
Oh, really?
Working in retail, and at age 40, I left retail and did not know what I was going to do.
Wow.
So this came along, and it's been a blessing. It's been a blessing for me. I made so many great friends.
Yes.
Wish I could tell you I made my millions, but I do work in public
You're still-
safety, so that part
still
didn't
good
come
rolling.
about.
You're still recording, so you guys just can carry on.
Okay.
Okay, so in all these years in Apco, what is your most favorite memory?
Oh, gosh. I hadn't thought about that. Certainly some conferences. I've been to so many different conferences. But we've had some great moments in 911 as we progressed forward, and had some great moments in D.C. I really can't single one out right now to tell you which one it really would be.
Well, that's great. I really appreciate you meeting with us today and sharing some of your fantastic memories.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for the invite.